This time on Irate Garage, we're bleeding the brake system from the master cylinder to the wheel cylinders, everything in between. We're also replacing the master cylinder, clearly because it's in my hand. Let's get into it. Now, I had originally intended on reusing this master cylinder, but I don't think that's a wise choice. There's like kind of a funky looking sediment in the master cylinder itself. Pretty gnarly. I don't really trust those seals, and I don't like taking chances on brakes. Apologize to the car, I'm doing this again. There we go. I can tell this has been replaced before because that zip tie is caught behind the master cylinder. Nothing like an attention to detail. Yoink. Time to bench bleed the master cylinder. I've seen a lot of guys run lines from the ports into the reservoir here, and I'm not saying that's a bad idea, it's just not how I do it. It used to be master cylinders would come with these plugs. This one did, which is kind of nice, and this is the way I prefer to do it. Pull these little guys off the side here. Put this guy in. I don't even worry about getting those in too tight necessarily. That one doesn't want to thread. Of course it doesn't, because there's a camera. And when there's a camera involved, nothing works right. I don't like to fill this thing all the way up right now. You just don't want to run it dry. Just looking to get that air out of there. Okay, this rear one sucked down a lot. Top it off. Front one too. Again, most important thing, we don't want to run this dry. There is, oh, it's a plastic bit off the bottle. Whoops. See those bubbles coming out? That's what we want. We're going to do this till the bubbles stop. You know you're getting close when that piston gets good and firm. Still got air in that front reservoir. Not a fan of that. All right, I think that's it. I dig it. Add a little more in here. I really hate these caps. There we go. Of course, legendarily, brake fluid is terrible for paint, so you want to be careful. Make sure that zip tie is not underneath the master cylinder. There we go. Now I'm going to hit the pedal real quick just to get a feel for what it's like. Excellent. No movement. I've never experienced a firm pedal in this car. Now we'll hook up the lines. We want to do this quick like. Nope, that does not want to spin freely. There we go. You want to clean that up so it's easier to tell if you have a leak. Take the cap off. I'm going to go ahead and fill that up. Get yourself one of these. Now, this is a pneumatic tool. You're supposed to hook air up to it and use vacuum to suck the fluid through. I actually haven't had that much luck doing it. It's kind of a pain in the ass. But what I do like is taking the end and using the hose to pump and capture the fluid. The whole goal is to keep air from going back into the system. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. They kind of miss the point. It is tricky to bleed brakes by yourself if you're allowing air to go back in the system. And that's what we're going to endeavor not to do today. Now, as you can see, I got the line, this hose on the brake bleeder, and I'm going to pump the pedal until we quit getting air out the system. Now, it's important to not push the pedal fast. Nice, slow, easy strokes. No jokes, please. This is a family show. Watch the fluid in the master if you can. Nice and slow. What do we got here? Nothing? That's unfortunate. The fluid in the master cylinder isn't going down. That is out all the way. Oh, what do we got here? I don't know. Is it pushing fluid through? You're gonna have to tell me. So I can't see it. Set the jug up high. Oh, I have a leak. A little bit of a leak. Apparently past me thought future me was going to tighten that, and past me was wrong. All right, I'm going to call that bled. Same story over here on the passenger side. Just going to loosen that up, put the hose on it. It'll be easier for me to see over here. It's the one kind of problem. You almost have to take it on faith that it's working correctly when you can't see it. Plenty of fluid in the master. You want to watch that fluid coming out and make sure that it's solid. I don't care what it does down here. I just want to make sure that fluid is solid. And it is. Let off. Make sure you don't see any big bubbles go back up into the system. Quick, pull it off, tighten it up. Now we move on to the front. Same thing, passenger side, then the driver's side. I'm gonna go ahead and bleed the passenger side because it's hard for me to film over there and narrate what's happening, see what's happening. So I'll do the passenger side and then we'll join up on the driver's side here. Okay, this should be easier to see. Now, one thing to note, this is all new stuff and I just put it together. And there hasn't been brake fluid in this system for probably 10 years. All new lines, all new hoses. These pads have already taken up the slack. So something's working. So I wouldn't be surprised if that... I wouldn't be surprised if this is almost sort of partly bled. I'm also not surprised that all the other bleeder screws were 10 millimeter, except for this one. Thanks, O'Reilly's. That's nice. Let me guess, it's an 8. Yes, it's an 8. All right, I'm gonna... and tighter than the dickens. Loosen that. Clip it. Run the line out straight. ish. What's nice, again, this one will be easy for me to see. When you're doing brakes by yourself, largely you're bleeding them blind. Making sure we don't run that master dry. Again, you want that fluid coming out to be solid, and that is. All right. You can get in there with a wrench and tighten it up, but I just do it that way. There we go. All right, let's top this bad boy off. There we go. Taking care to not overfill it. God, I hate these reservoirs. It's good enough for our purposes. I just want to feel that brake. Yeah, that's pretty good. I have all sorts of leaks. I'm leaking in the back yet. Son of a bitch. There's an old axiom in the film world of always be recording. Yeah, well, I didn't. Found more loose lines, but I don't think any of them were responsible for this mess. Apparently, when I put the lines on, I must have left them loose thinking I was going to tighten them up again. Remember to tighten them up when I put the wheel cylinders on, which I did not do. Learn from my mistakes. Be smarter than me. I'm dumb. At least I feel dumb at the moment. God damn. That's the key, I guess. You got to power through. Doesn't help that that cap barely fits the damn thing. I understand you want a tight cap, but it should at least fit the damn thing. Now I'll hit the brake pedal in a vigorous fashion. And it's rock hard, as I would hope it would be. No new drips. Hot damn, I think we got it. And that sounds like it's had pressure on it. And so, I don't recommend rigging that up. But if we come up to the brakes, those are locked. Same here. Yeah. Oh yeah. And also very importantly, no new drips. Don't do that. And now, nice and free. Well, there we go. The brakes are bled. I think they're good to go. And did it all by my lonesome. Now, yes, it'd probably be faster with some help, but I seldom actually have that. But the key point is to just take it slow. It's going to take forever. Embrace it, accept it. Hey, if it goes unexpectedly fast, count that as a win. Now, the only real question is, will the car actually come to a stop? But unfortunately, as you may be able to tell, we are not doing that in this here video. That will be in a future video here on Irate Garage. And at some point, when that video is done, I will put it right here. Until then, it'll be a different video curated just for you. If you haven't already, I invite you to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. And I will catch you in the next one, in spite of my better judgment.